Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, Your Stars Align. This is Carmina, astrologer with Vedic principles and reader with the cards of truth. And today I'm very happy to be joined by Silvia Mori. Hi Silvia.
Hello, hi everyone.
Silvia is a student of the Cards of Truth and she's also an illustrator. You probably have heard about her before on this channel because some months ago I made a video showing a journal, a booklet that she did using the Cards of Truth. So I was curious to see, because I know that Silvia recently released a hard copy of this journal and she's also working with some Bach flower cards, and I was curious to see what she's working on related to the Cards of Truth, what is new about this journal, considering the old journal and all that. So welcome again, Silvia. It's nice to have you.
Nice for you to have me on your channel. Thank you.
Okay, so tell us about your booklet, your journal on the Cards of Truth.
Yeah.
How did you start actually with the Cards of Truth? How did they come into your life?
The first time I saw the Cards of Truth, I thought, oh my God, that's too much. It's not for me. And that was over a year ago. I could see the spread and I was like, oh my God, that's too much. And I just discarded and went on with the astrology part of the studies. And then it was early December last year that I saw an interview of Ernst with, I don't remember whom. He was introducing the cards and I went like, oh no, that's for me. So there was a big shift and I enrolled. Mm-hmm. That's how I started it. Big thing for me. It just really, I got so much into them.
And how did you get the idea to make a journal or a booklet that you made? How did that come?
Out of misery, if you want. because my memory is very bad. So since, especially at the start, you need to memorize so many things and to cross-reference data. So being a graphic designer for many years, I said to myself, okay, you're out of job now, so you have so much time, do something for yourself. And I've come up with a booklet that was meant for me, really. Mm-hmm. And when it was ready, I've sent it to Ernst to say, look, I've done this and maybe somebody else would benefit from it. So I just shared it. And that's how the first version came about.
You also shared it on the group I saw, and you shared it for free you shared it for free. So I was curious because people were asking me with the old video that is this digital copy still available for free now that you made the hard copy with some changes to it?
So the reason why the latest version came about is because the first version, being for myself only, it had cards made by I don't even know whom, and there is if you want, there is a copyright infringement in that version, and I wasn't happy being on the field, of designing. It's not something that I appreciate, so I just, out of, I don't know, for fun or for need, I made my own cards to go with the booklet. So that's how the cards came about as well. Just one thing really led to another about all of the things that we are mentioning this morning. It's not something that I planned. I found myself into the situation, which is very, very fun. Then I made this second version with my cards. And I upgraded a bit of the features that you can find in the booklet, so that you can use the booklet and benefit even more while studying. But it's not just for studying, really. Mm-hmm. It can apply for new students that need to collect as much information as possible, but even the practitioners that twist and interest for research, they can benefit from it because it's organized in a way that you can collect.
Can you show us the hard copy of the booklet?
Yeah. Good idea. That's the cover.
Nice.
It says white.
Mm-hmm.
And here you probably cannot see the background is always
white.
Yeah, the background is always white.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the message that struck me so much when I first started to follow the lessons. I mean, the background is always white. We never think about that.
Yes, it's the ether.
It's the ether, yeah.
Yes.
That's a random page.
Mm-hmm. So can you describe what is there? Okay, I see the clubs, I see the spades, the 4.
Yeah, there's the Arcana cards associated to both cards.
Mm-hmm.
Planet and number is above.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the, in this case being a 4 is securing my. So we have the message according to the number as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the face card associated with the card in here.
Mm-hmm.
In this case is a queens for both. On the columns on the side, you get the days of appearance for the card in the.
So the days in which that card is in the year. Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. And next to it, you find the days in which the ecliptic card associated to this card on the birth spread is appearing. So you have both references. And that's very useful in case you are, jumping from one reference to another. It's good to have it all in one place. Maybe the new students will find this of not so much value for them, but give it them
sometime.
3 weeks. Give it 3 weeks, 4 weeks into it, and you'll see oh, that's useful.
Yes. Can you maybe share your screen because maybe we can see better?
Absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm. This is very interesting. So I can see the changes from the old version. Mm-hmm. I can see the additions.
Yes, I'm trying to share the screen.
Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it. Mm-hmm. It's the 9.
Great.
The black 9.
So we have the 9, associated with Ketu, as we know, pointing towards divine friendship. The Hermit is the Arcana card associated with the black 9s, and Kings are associated to the black 9s. Then we have references about the element of nature that is associated to the card, because it's a key point in interpreting the card. So I decided even if it's a little redundant because look, in each page shows.
I think it's important. Repetition is important, especially in the beginning. So
very helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes we get a little, maybe fixated on one meaning, and we lose the bigger picture. Then as you can see underneath, you can find the boxes with the dates that you find on the columns for the ecliptic card and the birth card. So that on the specific day you can write down what keywords come to your mind since you've gone through that day. Okay? And then there's plenty of free space for journaling, so you can elaborate better.
Yes. I like this. I like this aspect that you have the concrete things, you have the significations, the keywords, you have the dates, and there you have some space for yourself to write down your own notes. I think it makes it more personal, so it's really nice.
Yeah, you can really, maybe there are people that are more, I don't know, hermetic and they just need words. And there are other people that elaborate more and through that they learn more. So it's a good compromise, I think. it actually took quite a while to come up with the layout because the first version was much simpler.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it only had the cards, the Arcana card, I think, the number, and the planet,
element,
something
I think
like that.
the element or something.
Yeah, probably the element as well. Yeah.
Yes. And
then
yes, go ahead.
You can, towards the end, let's move quickly. Yeah, that's something that is in the journal as well, which is the 2018 calendar, which
wow,
is going to be
useful,
valuable for every. The cards won't change for every year, so even next year you can access this calendar and figure out what card is ruling that day, and the one the card you see beneath is the ecliptic card on the birth spread. But obviously next year the days and weekdays and numbers of the month are not going to be matching. That's obvious.
So you can find this in your Etsy shop. What is your Etsy shop name?
Yeah, you can find me on Etsy, Silvia Mori Arts. It's all one on Etsy. It's all one name.
Link it. So I'm gonna put a link under the video. But this looks really practical. And before we started this recording, you were also showing me that you have this calendar, like a big, in hard copy. Can you stop sharing the screen and show us the calendar?
You mean the card? This one?
Yes, like the calendar. Yes. I think that's very useful.
It is the same exactly, but it's not.
But it's big.
Yeah, and I'm giving the vector file, so you can print it as big as you wish. Really.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll share it. Of course, there's a bit of, I worked very much on that. It took quite a while. So that's the main reason why it's for sale.
Yes.
It took a lot. It took a lot to produce all of this.
Yes, it looks really good and it's really useful. Like you just look and like, oh, okay, so today is a club day. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I can share it with you.
What day is today, actually? Let's look in the calendar.
What day is today? 21st of May. So May 21st is a Jack of Clubs.
Yes, makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. A new thing coming up.
Yes.
Yes. I actually have it. You can see something here. It usually stays in here so that I can access it like very quickly.
Yes, very useful.
Next to my desk.
Yeah, so guys, head on to Silvia's Etsy shop if you want to grab a hard copy of the book and of the calendar. And I also wanted Silvia to talk to us about Bach flowers, because I know she uses Bach flowers and I'm fascinated with them because they are such a simple way that people ignore them. And I mean, I think they should be brought more into the universal consciousness, because how they act is they reestablish the connection between the energetic self and the physical self in a very soft and gentle way, because it's flower essences. So can you tell us how you came across the Bach flower essences and what you did creatively as a graphic designer with the Bach flowers?
Yeah, sure. Well, the first time it kind of resonates with the card. I went like, oh my God, no way.
So this is your first reaction.
Well, because I've been given the flowers and nobody told me what they are like and how they can play with you, play in a good way.
Yes.
Because they can bring to the surface things that you are trying to suppress.
Exactly.
So maybe if you're trying to suppress anxiety, they're gonna bring it up to the surface, but that's not to punish anyone. is just the process of healing. So when
You can
you have
process
some,
it like consciously.
absolutely, yeah, I see them. That's my image in my head. It's like, you know, when you have grocery shop and
Yes.
shopping bags that you are so busy and your hands hurt because they are heavy, and you need to open a door, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do? You're like, you know, stuck in life. The Bach flower just opens the door, but
Yes.
then you still have to cross it, to
Mm-hmm.
cross that door and release the shopping bags.
I love this analogy. Yes, it's a great analogy.
Yeah, I haven't studied that in anywhere. I mean, it's from my own experience, and I
Mm-hmm.
can, according to, I mean, at least from my experience, according to how sensitive you are,
Mm-hmm.
they can manifest in very strong ways.
Mm-hmm.
If you're very, you know, if you're very sensitive and responsive to the flowers, they can show themselves for the power that they have, for sure. But that's not to be scared, just to be
Yes,
aware.
exactly. And what
Because
what
sorry,
yes,
go on.
I wanted to say what I love about them is so they're
Yeah,
not just having just psychological effects, but also physical. Like for
absolutely,
instance, with pain, with eczema, with
absolutely,
because they are all connected to some inner things that you are suppressing or some
absolutely. I mean, I was like, years ago, I was like, oh, what's all of this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just started to try, because I followed the work of an Italian doctor, and
Mm-hmm.
she cures mainly with the diagnosis,
Mm.
with the verbal therapy.
Yes.
Okay, and then when that it's not enough, she helps the patient with the Bach flowers, and I could see the results. So that forced me into it. And that's how I came about. And for the person that I am, I've started to just experiment. So
Mm-hmm.
I probably went through the wrong way of.
But
I
what is
prescribed
nice
myself.
with the Bach flowers is not there is no wrong way. So if you get a wrong flower, nothing's gonna happen bad.
And you can stop at any time. I mean, if you
Exactly.
feel little, last year, I I was working with a flower and I felt like it was too much for
Which
that
one?
time.
Which one?
Oh, it was willow.
Oh, willow. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
heavy one.
Well, after 3 weeks, I stopped.
Okay.
And he wasn't done. I knew he wasn't done, but I couldn't take it anymore. I mean, for the astrology crowd, had Pluto transiting my ascendant,
Mm.
squaring natal Pluto
Intense.
at the same time. So it was just too much. I couldn't take it. And so I stopped, and nothing happens. You know, it's not like a chemical medicine that you take. It's
Yes.
something that works on a different level.
So, how did you decide to do? I know you did some cards with the Bach flowers associated.
Yeah.
How did you decide to do that? And can you show them to us? Like, how? What are they?
Sure. Yeah. Definitely, again, out of misery.
It's a good
Because
motivator in general for people.
you can
Like most
sympathize.
astrologers start astrology because of misery, heartbreak.
I did one of the first classes that I took from Ernst William. It was from the the one with the bud flowers that
Ah,
he.
nice. Mm-hmm.
I really liked the subject, so I said, even if I'm not advanced, I'm gonna listen at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I did grasp the mechanism that is behind his technique to assign
Mm-hmm.
flowers to people, but I wasn't advanced on the astrological level, so I couldn't establish what was needed. And I said to myself, okay, divination works,
Yes.
so I can make a deck of cards
Mm-hmm.
that has the content that he explains in his classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I can show you a couple of cards that I have
Yes.
with me.
Please show us so we can see. Okay, so you have there the name of the flower, and under it, yes.
A very brief description.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, as taught by Ernst, we have the 3 stages
Mm-hmm.
of, because for the people that I didn't take the class with him, Ernst has done an amazing work by associating flowers in stages of severity of the condition, basically. So you can find in here the set of 3 flowers, the 3 flowers. And
For instance, what is written there? Because we can't really see.
Okay, I read it. For example, I'm holding wild oat, right? Wild oat is said to be on the communication level of severity, so it's the lightest level. Then vervain is the second flower that's associating these 3. How can we call that? Trinity of flowers.
The Trinity
is a compensation stage. Yeah, and then there's beach is the breakdown phase, the stage, which is the most severe, let's say, of the 3. So you can, when you pick the card, you can see at what level this is that any
wait 1 second. I think we had like a small connection thing. So what you are saying, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So this is a combination between the principles of the Bach flowers and divination.
Yes, absolutely, and astrology.
And
because we have we also have the planets or the sign, planets.
Excellent.
Planets and signs, both. Because also we get, I don't have it to show you here, there are some flowers associated to planets, not to signs. Okay, and they have a different type of card. You can see icon in the background here. All the other information is displayed here, also in those. But these cards are also available from the same Etsy shop. Yeah, I just want to make it clear. I produce the cards like in-house, so I cut them one by one. It's not a pro-refined and high printed color,
but it's nice.
whatever.
It's handmade, DIY, handmade. It's more personal, customized.
Yeah, it's DIY. Also because you don't need. It's not like divination, like the cards of truth.
Yes.
You don't shuffle for hours. I mean, why not? So it makes the work.
You wake up at night, you shuffle for hours.
Yeah, exactly. My dream.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they look very lovely, and it's again a very useful tool for those who are beginners with Bach flowers and want to learn the exact significations, like they have it, visually. It's much easier to learn. Yes. So thank you very much for presenting them. I mean, they look really good and practical.
Thank you very much. I'm really glad.
Can you repeat that?
I connect your question.
Yes, we are having a bit of something. Mercury is not retrograde now, so we can't blame it on Mercury retrograde.
No, but my Mercury is not good. We can always blame that.
My Mercury is retrograde, so we can blame it on that. Kidding.
Okay, good.
No, but we are just joking. Yes. So Silvia Mori Arts on Etsy shop.
Yes, also on Facebook. someone wants to follow my work,
Yes.
because I'm gonna update the new things coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so make sure to check out the Etsy shop and Silvia's Facebook and check back for updates. And thank you very much for coming. I haven't had a lady on my channel in a long time, and it's good to have another one.
Oral man. Carmina, we didn't mention one thing.
Yes, please.
That if there's some student very motivated in studying and for reason they cannot afford the booklet, they just need to drop me a line and I provide them with the they just need to write to me, that's all.
Okay, that's very good that you said, because people kept asking me to upload like the free version on the other video, and it's nice that you said that. So if it's somebody who is really passionate about the cards but really can't afford, you can just drop Silvia a line, contact her, and she'll see what she can do. Okay. Wonderful. So thank you again for coming, and
My pleasure.
I hope that maybe we'll see more creations from you with cards, with Bach flowers, astrology. Who knows? We're looking forward for more creativity in this area. Yes.
Thank you, Carmina.
Thank you,
Very
Silvia.
thankful.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye.